Are you a self-storage owner or operator looking for service providers to help at your facility? Well, the Storage Business Owners Alliance, also known as the SBOA, has you covered. The SBOA is a premier online hub for connecting self-storage owners and operators to industry-leading products and service providers. We provide one-stop shopping for your business with exclusive offers to save time and money. At the SBOA, we believe by coming together, we help owners and operators grow revenue, gain purchasing power, reduce expenses, improve efficiencies, and increase profitability. We also offer many resources such as our conferences and Self-Storage Unlock webinars to help self-storage owners and operators gain the knowledge needed to become more competitive in the industry. To become an SBOA member or to find out more information, please visit www.thesboa.com today. We can't wait for you to join the Alliance.
Hello, self-storage industry. Welcome back. It's been a couple weeks since we've had a self-storage unlocked episode. It's summertime, so we had a little bit of a break there for some summer vacations, but we are back and in action for our Q3 self-storage unlock schedule. This is the first one for Q3. Today, we are talking all about energy efficiency deductions for self-storage. There's a new deduction that is advantageous to you as a self-storage owner that CSSI is here today with us to talk all about and educate you on. So I hope that you find this information valuable and you're able to take this back and implement this at your facilities. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jessica Johnson. I'm the president of the SBOA, and we love putting on these webinars for you. We usually do 2, sometimes 3 a month. They're always on Thursdays from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please check our schedule in our weekly newsletter that comes out every Tuesday to your inbox. All of the Q3 topics have been listed and they are out there for you to view. So please go check that out and register for the upcoming ones that we have outside of today. And a huge shout out to CSSI for taking this on with us and putting this together and bringing this to you. Without our partners out there, we wouldn't be able to do webinars like this and bring more education to the self-storage industry. I see some of you are already chatting in the comment section. That is where you will ask us questions. So if you do have questions as we go through today's presentation, don't wait till the end. Ask them as you have them, and we'll be happy to answer those for you. If for any reason we can't get to your question in time, we will gladly email you after today's event with the response to your question. One good thing about Self-Storage Unlocked is completely free webinars for you and your team. And we record these. So for any reason you missed today's live event or you have to step away for any reason, you can always go out to the SBOA YouTube channel. Or if you're one of our enhanced members, you can just log into your member portal and watch the webinar replay from there. And we'll give you some more information about enhanced membership at the conclusion of today's webinar. So I want to get this kicked off. I'm going to bring up my first speaker that we have today, Brian Broussard from CSSI. Good morning, Brian.
Morning.
Brian, give us a little background about you and what you do over at CSSI.
So my background is actually prior to tax, I went to a school for architecture and graduated with a degree in architecture and started taking my exams to get licensed. And this was about the late 2000s. And economy went south and forced a career change. So I took my background in architecture and got into tax consulting, specifically 179D, and been doing that for about 14 years.
Awesome. And that's what we're going to talk about today, the 179D specific one, but there are other tax deductions that owners can have available to them. And I'm sure you'll mention that in today's presentation. So thanks for being here with us today, Brian. Up next, I have another Brian from their team. Brian Lyles is with us. Hey, Brian.
Good morning, Jessica. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's a warm and sunny Thursday here in Jacksonville, Florida. So
Beautiful.
Brian, just like the other Brian did, tell us all about you.
Yeah, so Brian Lyles, I have been in the energy savings industry for over 20 years, done a lot of energy projects with every type of business, especially in the self-storage industry over the last 7 years, doing lighting conversion projects to LED, where we use a tax savings to help offset the costs. And we've been on a couple of the SBOA webinars discussing the program that we have. So very excited. 179D is another tax savings opportunity for business owners, especially the self-storage industry.
Yeah.
So excited to tell us about that.
Awesome. Thanks for mentioning that, Brian, too. As I said on our YouTube channel, you can go back several years worth of our webinar content. And I believe one that we've done previously with you guys that talks more about the cost segregation side is out there. So if anyone is interested in watching that replay after the conclusion of today's event, we'll send those links out to everybody too, so they have those. So thanks for being here with us again.
Thanks, Jessica.
You're welcome. And last but certainly not least, we have Warren from CSSI. Good morning, Warren.
Good morning, Jessica. How are you?
I'm doing well. Again, sunny Florida. Can't complain. My skin is getting tanner by the day when I actually can make it outside of this office and get some sun. So, Warren, tell us all about you and what you do at CSSI.
Good stuff. Well, I've been with CSSI and I've been in the self-storage world about 10 years. So I'm executive vice president and kind of run the sales team. One of the guys that's kind of knowledgeable in the tax law as well. And we've done cost segregation for years. Now we're excited with Brian on our team. We now offer both 179D, which is when you build a building and make it more energy efficient. It's an additional deduction that you can get from that. And then Brian also brings to the table the CSSI research and development credit. So if you're out there and you're doing software or security or anything that involves research, we might be able to help you there as well.
Very cool. Yeah, and this product line, just for anyone out there in the audience that, we're going to talk specifically today about self-storage because that's what we live, eat, and breathe over here in our world. But it does have other applications out there. Warren can probably talk to you guys about that too. So if you're in a different sector, a different business channel or line, you could probably get cost seg. I own a bar, and Warren was just telling me I can get cost seg done for my bar. I wouldn't have known that. So
absolutely.
So thanks again for being here. Let's bring everybody up and then let's put this slideshow up that we have for you today. The CSSI team put together this nice deck of information for us. And again, we will send this out to all of the attendees so you can have kind of the nitty gritty of what we're going to talk about. But guys, I'm going to turn it over to you and I'm going to keep my eyes peeled over on the chat to see if the audience has any questions. And if they do, I'm going to interrupt and ask those questions.
Beautiful. Sounds good.
Perfect. I like watching that too. I appreciate where everybody's from. Keep them coming and throw your questions out to us as we go along.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, everyone. I see Noel, Shay, if I'm saying it right, Chad. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Perfect.
Awesome. All right. So let me advance you over to the next slide. This is their contact information in case anybody needs to get in touch with them. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Thanks, Jess.
Yeah.
So again, a little bit about CSSI. We are probably the premier energy-based consulting firm focusing on tax savings in the United States. We've been doing it for over 21 years. We have completed over 45,000, that still is a mind-boggling number to me, cost segregation analysis. We have never triggered an audit, which is even more interesting. But we've been brought in because of our clients have been audited on something else. We've been brought in, and every time that we've been brought in, IRS looks at our calculations, it approves them, and we go on. So it's pretty neat. We've never been, again, we've never triggered an audit, and every time we've been brought in front of them, we've been able to pass with no prejudice. Our projects range from a cost basis of $200,000 to $2.5 billion. Okay, just that 2.5 billion is a big number. And again, we offer a consulting service. We're just not a cost segregation company at 179D or R&D company or energy services. We want to be here to help you guys understand tax law and understand ways that we can save additional money for you all.
Yeah,
So,
and to add to that as well, we, how we differentiate ourselves is really our knowledge of the tax law. So the definitions of repair regulations, when you're in the self-storage world and you're making a repair, a lot of people don't realize that when you tear something out and throw it in the trash, there's a benefit, and we're putting something new in, there's a benefit. Most people realize if I'm making an addition or an improvement that there's a benefit, the tax play on there. But oftentimes when you tear stuff out, there is as well. A lot of times we look at buildings and we see, hey, someone didn't make the right expense determination. We can go back and capture savings for you on the back end. And the pad is what I'm referring to. LED lighting is a perfect example. When you're redoing your lights in a self-storage, you tear the old ones out and you get to write off the remaining value of those lights going in the trash. And then the new ones often get bonus depreciation, so tax plays going in. But a lot of that's how we really try to differentiate ourselves, is our knowledge of the tax law, not just selling a service, but being a resource for you guys from here on out.
right.
Yeah, I can speak, towards this. We've owned 2 portfolios in our self-storage journey. We had a large one, Storage Pros Management, several years ago. We had over 100 locations. We used CSSI to do cost seg studies for us, then saved us millions, literally millions. Listen to me, owners out there. I said the word millions. We have a smaller portfolio now of about 16 stores, but I think you guys have done a cluster of those for us recently. And, now we're saving tens of thousands. It'll get back into the millions probably when we have more locations, but we are a true testimony